All right, guys, another episode of shellanomics. Long time no see. We are back with our good friend Josh, the Turtle Toy Man. This is episode 10. We haven't done one of these for a while. I'm looking forward to talking minis with you, Josh. So, Josh, before we get started, you actually had your own panel with a couple of your buddies at a comic convention earlier this year. What was that like?
Absolutely. It wasn't like a super huge deal, but it was four of us, me, Benjamin Baldwin, Dennis Hall, and now I'm at a blank for who the other guy was. Doesn't matter. It was an ICC convention. Just there, it's more of a Star Wars convention, so it's kind of like the basics of Ninja Turtles collecting, and then the comparison, similarities, and difference between Star Wars toy collecting and Ninja Turtles toy collecting. It was a very fun thing to do. We had a nice little panel, great Q&A, and then I obviously stayed down there and enjoyed the convention. It was in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm going again next year. Hopefully I'll speak again next year, and maybe we can talk about it again.
Yeah, that was a real good thing and a real cool thing too. I know you didn't mention here, but I will, just as the saintly act you did for all those youngsters out there. You actually brought a whole bucket of loose toys for everybody. How excited were they to grab those?
All 88s. So
that was awesome.
The original 10, the ones that took us all in and made us all fans.
Yeah, exactly. And as we were talking before, most of us are starting to even let go of some of our collections because it got too big, due to storage and just prices right to sell. So
at one time, I had every figure loose from 1988 to 1997. Most of them complete, most variants. I had every vehicle, the sides, the turtle trike. I had every vehicle with the box besides the turtle trike, including some variants. I had every mini playset. I had every giant.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else. I mean, just so much. And then when you have all that, it's like you either have to have a house dedicated to Ninja Turtles, which would be fucking awesome. But I do have a wife and kids and a family who aren't as in love. They do appreciate my Ninja Turtles, but they're not as in love with them.
Yeah, nope, understood on that one, my friend. That's the way I usually collect too. It's like I say it on other episodes of the podcast, and even to my friends and family. If I can't display it, I really don't want it, unless it's something like super value and has to be hidden, because I forget where the hell it is. If it's just in Tupperwares, it's just way too much.
I've been trying to, I have so much, Mike, and not just Ninja Turtles, anything 70s, 80s, 90s, I'm just toy-wise, I'm pretty well obsessed with. My garage is full of other shit that's not, or other stuff that's not Ninja Turtles.
All right, so let's start talking minis. We still have a lot more to go into our, vintage line. We've covered all the figures. One day we'll get to our accessories and some more vehicles and miscellaneous and playsets. But today we're talking minis. So if you're a completionist, I'm gonna assume that this counted if your goal was to get every single, figure out there. Is there any history about these minis, like why they came to be? Is it just because of that Mighty Max show back in the day in the Polly Pockets, or?
I was gonna say, first it was Polly Pocket. That took off. My boys' version of Polly Pocket. And Ninja Turtles wasn't the only one on this craze. They had Star Wars ones like this that happened, all kinds of stuff. So I think Star Wars were the first, to be honest. So it's just something that was kind of a big craze in the mid 90s, and Playmates took advantage of it. They released a bunch of cool sets. They could do it pretty cheaply, I would imagine, because, well, maybe not too cheap. There's a lot of small parts. I don't know. But it was a big deal, and I think they're really cool. Some of the sets were just super cool.
Yeah, and the value you get for them too at the time, they weren't that well, maybe they were in someone's eyes, but to me, I didn't feel they were that expensive at all. They were very interactive. Like, they had wheels, the back, like the sculpts of some of these are awesome that we're going to get into. Like, I enjoyed the Slam Dunk and Dime. We'll talk more about that with the Michael Jordan tongue sticking out. I thought that was really cool.
Yep.
being from Chicago. So let's get started. This was near the end of the run. I believe you were saying that 3 sets came out in 1994. That was the Toka Technodrome, Raph's Feudal Castle playset, and Leonardo's Lair. So let's talk about these guys.
Absolutely. So the first of the set was the sewer lair inside of a baby Leonardo. You open it up. It's got the little foot soldier punching bag. It's got the little jail cell for the bad guys. I think it came with 2 turtles and Rocksteady, and then the other one came with 2 turtles and Bebop, and then the Toka one came with Super Shredder, and then Bebop and 1 turtle maybe. So you got 3 characters in each one. You got a play set to play on, interactive. The sewer play set had interaction with, like I said, the punching bag and the jail cell, ladders. It had a periscope. It had a sewer tunnel out the back. Super cool. And then the Toka's Technodrome is the same thing to the sewer lair, but the Technodrome had all kinds, like a catapult and all kinds of stuff. And then Raph's Feudal Castle folded out into a castle with towers and flags and shooting rocks out of catapults. Just awesome sets. Not much more to say about them. Like exact copies of Mighty Max, but Ninja Turtle form.
Yeah,
and executed flawlessly.
And you even get their weapons. I mean, Raphael comes with his side. It's just really so. Again, it's been a while since we've dug into this. I'm pretty sure you're gonna say, like we've been saying in every episode we've done here on YouTube and Spotify, do your best to buy these complete so you're not, looking for this stuff, because what are the value of some of these accessories? I mean, you got like, if this is just a bare bones place, that you're missing a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. So the big value in these sets is the figures. They're going to be, depending on who it is, 10 to, for the common ones. For this set, these are all going to be between $10 and $15 a piece. The 4 turtles are the three turtles you can get, and then Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady. You can get them, but then the weapons are going to be another 10, bare minimum. Raph size being the smallest, you're probably paying the most for a set of them. I bet it's $20-$25 for a set of them size.
Yeah, I'd agree. This is being recorded.
When you're talking about complete sets, loose, like I said, I'm not a big men on card guy, so I don't know values. But I would bet on a good deal you might get $80 a piece. But I bet you're paying over $100 for these, just because the sheer number of parts for a complete loose set.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. And I'll give you guys a little bonus tip here is if you are looking to buy these on eBay or whatever, and they don't have a picture of the inside, ask to see what's inside. I actually got a nice deal on that because somebody had the Donatello basketball one, and they only took a picture of the head. So I asked on the side, it was on that Shop Goodwill site we talked about. I said, hey, would you mind taking a picture of the inside? Sure enough, I got 3 basketball figures it's like an extra $30-$40 right there in value.
So I'm going to show you something on one of mine.
Nice.
This is the Chrome Toka set. So I bought this one, like you just said, closed. It did have an open picture, and it had some of the parts. But then on the Toka set, the turntable with the turtle tenderizer on it flips up, and there's a little storage area under there. The sealed bag of weapons and parts for the playset
Oh, wow.
was underneath there and had never been touched. So I bought that years ago and got a good deal on it even then.
Yeah.
But it pays off sometimes to just buy them, even if you can't see the inside, if you get a good enough deal on them.
Yeah, it's just enough. It's enough to get a nice little bonus.
Absolutely.
So now we're going to fast forward. So obviously they did well because that was just a test set, in 94. And then 95, they went booming with a whole bunch of these. I would say let's start with the Mini Mutant Turtle Tops. What do you got? You got Leo's Mutant Military, Don's Basketball, Raph's Baseball, Cave Bebop, Mikey's Football, and Mikey's Adventure Set. I don't know if you had a favorite of these, but walk us through them all if you can.
Okay, so, we can just not say favorites. It is my favorite. Most valuable set would be the Mikey's Adventure set.
Okay.
Out of those ones. Yeah, that's my personal opinion. I'm trying to look at the list here. Yeah, that's going to be the most valuable one. It's an awesome set, number one. But we can just go through them one by one. So the Mutant Military playset, it is Lieutenant Leo's head, opens up to a full working military base.
Wow.
It's got guns. It's got a little helicopter thing. It's got barricades. It's got flags, helicopter landing pad thing. I mean, missile launcher, I believe. Super cool set. Again, this is one of the cheaper ones, but it's not. I mean, but not cheap. I mean, you're talking in the plus $100 range complete. Don's basketball set, once again, like you said, Michael Jordan was huge at the time. They got the tongue sticking out. You're shooting basketball. You remember Hot Shot? Wasn't that the game Hot Shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the
Yeah.
backboard moved back and forth.
Yep. That was
Everybody had that as a kid
such a
too.
great
So
toy.
so we all knew shooting a little basketball with the spring-loaded thing. They put that in there. It had a score car or a score wheel on it. Uh, awesome set. Awesome set. Like I said, that's taking advantage of, 3 or 4 cultural phenomenons at the same time. So then we go to Michelangelo's football set. This one's really cool just because some of the graphics on it, like it's got a foot soldier squished into the field. It's a football set, but it came with round balls, so that always kind of bothered me. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. For you had to have them roll for the value of the set, but it's just weird. Uh, and it was American football too, so it made sense for them to not be around. But once again, you're talking $100+ for the set, $100+ for the set. Raps baseball set, same thing, sports oriented. That one was really cool because it had a lot of flip out stuff, and then the ball came into a weird shoot and came all the way around down to the front. I really like that one a lot. Da 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 da. Cave Bebop set had the Cave Bebop and Cave Dawn, both with their dinos, had a little volcano on it. That's probably this my second favorite set out of this bunch. And then, like I said, the Mikey's Adventure set I think is the most expensive. I have no idea what you'd pay for a complete one, but I bet it's close to $200, if not more. Uh, I know those figures were selling for a pretty penny, and the weapons were selling for a pretty penny. And that's one of those play sets that has weird little parts that aren't very Ninja Turtle like, so they get thrown away a lot, like little palm tree and its little stalk, and little treasure chests and stuff. Stuff you wouldn't really deem Ninja Turtles, and your parents might ship out on you into the trash.
Yep, because they're not going to think that's just this little pebble has nothing to do with Ninja Turtles. Oh, there goes the basketball for my set, Mom.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So is that all those? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I actually forgot there were so many of these, Josh. Hopefully you're ready to hang out with us. We got a long.
We're cool.
Very
There's
nice.
a ton.
We've got Mini Mutant playsets. Now we go from those to Donatello's Sewer Hero and Mikey's Space Station. I don't think I had either of these.
Okay. So Donatello's Sewer Hero was like a Batman theme set. So you basically kind of got like a Gotham City. Had a little elevator. I mean, it was a cool set. The figures had capes and shields. They were based on the Sewer Heroes line. You got Mikey, Don, and Rhino Man. So that was cool. Then we get to the space station set. This is Apollo 13 had came out. Space was kind of a big thing at the time. Ninja Turtles in space, or was it Apollo 11, Apollo 13? What was the movie?
I think Apollo 13 with Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah. Great movie. Anyway, yeah, that had come out. You're just, I mean, taking things and mashing them together and seeing what's. This is one of those things they always went back to, the Space Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, no, I thought it was. I thought that one would have been cool to own. Let's see, what do we got next? These are done right now. We go to the Mini Mutant Turtle transports. Now, feel free to break these down however you want, because there's about what there's 12 different sets here. These are crazy.
I'll just run through them, and we'll do that easy. Okay.
Yeah.
So there was Mutant Military Combo, which was Was that was the helicopter? Yep, the helicopter
That looks
and the
cool.
Toon Cycle, but in Army colors, came with Pro Pilot Don. You got the High Flying Road Dragon, which was the blimp and the cheapskate. That one's a really cool one because the blimp really had bombs and the cheapskate was really cool. The Turtle Tenderizing, you got the Mutant Module, which really fit a bad guy in it, and then the regular Toon Cycle, but not the Raph one, the Don one. Da, da, da.
And that cool Super Shredder figure too. I never thought we'd get a Super
Yep.
Shredder mini.
Yep. The Crush and Slam Bam combo was the Technodrome and the Sewer Samurai cycle. You could also put a person in the Technodrome. That was cool. You had the Mutant Combat, which was the tank, I believe. I'm going to click on this just to be verified so I'm not saying things out of right. Yep. That's the Turtle Tank. That's the only set where you get the Mutant Military Mikey. So that figure is worth a lot more than the other Mutant Military figures, just for the sake of it only came in that one set. Same with that Turtle Tank. The Turtle Tank does pop open and you can put a figure in it well. That one also comes with an Army colored Sewer Samurai cycle. Uh, Metallized motoring combo. Oh yeah, you have the metallic versions of a couple of the basic sets. Those ones command a pretty decent price. And then you have the Dino Jamming combo. That's the only one that comes with Cave Raph. Very sought after minifigure again. Just that figure alone is probably $100 or close to it. Firefighting Frenzy combo comes with the firefighters helicopter and motorcycle. That one's a couple $100 just loose by itself. Uh, the mutant muscle combos, the two sports cars. I just sold a set of them for I think $250 for just the cars. The Don that comes in that, the movie star Don, that's the only way you can get movie star Don in the mini mutant line. I think that figure sells for $100 by itself. So some of the mini mutants can be real expensive, and you get into some of the later sets, and you get into the really, really expensive stuff.
Yeah, seriously, and these other wacky ones, the mini
Yep.
mutant totally tiny turtle combo. What's interesting was for that firefight one, I thought they would have gave us a mutant Leo, but I guess the mutation one obviously would have been too hard. You know the
No,
firefight Leo?
unfortunately, you got like a movie star Raph with that one, I
Yeah,
believe.
you get some. Yeah, you get some funky
Or
ones
no,
there.
it wasn't movie star Raph. Movie star Raph was the Pizza Police. That's the most sought after one. That's that loose complete sells. I think I sold mine for like 700 something dollars.
Jeez. Now I don't know if you ever had any of these. You may have bought these new unboxed and set them free, Josh. I'm looking at a lot of stickers. Did those come pre-packed, or did we actually? If you bought that, you actually had to put the stickers on yourself.
Depends on which ones you were buying. Like the play sets, they all come with at least a basic sticker sheet, but these car sets, like the turtle transports and stuff, you didn't have to put any stickers on them.
Okay. All right. Very very
Uh,
cool. Good to know. Because
Not that some of the stickers weren't put on crappily by the factory, but they didn't give you
yeah.
the option.
Yeah, because some of those, like I used to have the mini Techno, and that eyeball was always like tearing up and peeling a lot. That's one of the ones that would usually peel. Even the turtle blimp one, I noticed sometimes. I did have that one years ago. It would kind of peel a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right, so we rocked.
Now we're on the bodacious battle sets.
Yep, yep. That's the next one,
So
Mike.
these were kind of a spin-off. They weren't Polly Pockets. These were more like Micro Machines play sets, if that makes sense. You
Yeah.
used the turtle transports and you made a cityscape with the four of them. So it was like the news center, Channel 6 News. There was one that was Dimension X, and one that was a pizza parlor, and one that was like a subway station or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right. They all came with a Toon figure, and then came with Super Shredder, obviously. Uh, cool sets. They had a lot of action, trap doors and stuff. Lots of stuff you could do. Like I said, you could drive the vehicles on all the streets. All of them came with different kinds of traffic barriers and stuff for the vehicles. These ones don't command quite the price as the Turtle Top sets, but loose loose for just the sets, no figures. I mean, they don't sell for that much, 30 or $40. With the figures, you add 10 or $15 to that, and then the weapons 10 or $15 to that.
Okay.
You know, they do get up there, but in the package, they still command pretty good money.
I was gonna say too, when you're looking at some of these mini sets, they're really not Turtle-esque figures like that muscle, like we were talking about the cars. Have you ever been able to go to a toy fair or a toy show or anywhere and just find something like, I guarantee our friend John Coleman's probably spotted one somewhere, but you know what I mean, like the Cadillac cars and stuff that has nothing to do with Turtles, but you know it's Turtles. Have you ever found any of the minis in those bargain bins?
So that's actually how I got my Mini Mutant Muscle set. I bought it in a lot of Hot Wheels on eBay. I paid like less than $10, I believe.
Oh my God,
Uh,
nicely done.
and I bought one of them, and he said I found another one like it and threw it in for free. I believe that I probably still have that eBay email somewhere.
It's awesome. So how the hell did you find that? You didn't type Hot Wheels in your search engine, did you? And just throw in like a Hail Mary? Or was it?
I just started looking for red and blue cars
Oh, okay,
with
smart.
the steering wheels. I just
Smart.
when I become obsessed with something, I kind of go all in. So I would just do, and I would do that eBay search 3 or 4 times a day.
Oh my God, that's an awesome story to
Just
share. That's a
and then if you just look at new listings 3 or 4 times a day, you don't ever.
That's right. That's what both you guys were saying for me too, or for anybody who's collecting. That's always the way to go. If you get a few minutes when you're taking your lunch break at work, just check it out real quick because otherwise, as we know at eBay, there are some buy it nows where if you don't pounce on it, it's gone. So
And there's even there's auctions where somebody will message a buyer and say, "Hey, I'll give you $300 for that right now," and
oh
they
yeah,
just pull the auction. They don't care who's bid on it, nothing.
yeah.
I've seen it happen many times. I've seen it after an auction. A guy just directly message and offer more and take it.
They do that to me too when I sell stuff. It's like I kind of what I guess we can break this up too. So right now, again, this is being filmed and recorded in August of 2025. My brother and I are breaking up our raw deal cards, our wrestling collection. Now we know what the cards are, but sometimes the eBayers don't think we do. So what I like to do is, I have some for buy it now, and what they do is they message me and they want to go smaller. And I like to call them out of their hiding spot because I'll click their profile and I see, oh, look, hey, you're selling all these raw deal cards. So you're trying to get a little deal just to flip it for even higher. So I'll even say in the email, hey, I noticed you're selling raw deal cards too. No, my price is firm. Thank you very much for your interest. I'm sure you get that
Yes.
all the time with Turtles as well because you still sell on your eBay name, right?
I actually took it down for a little bit because of the
Okay.
break I took on this.
Yeah.
Same thing too. My umpiring kind of gets in the way of it.
Yeah.
But I just started it back up the other day with some pretty huge lots. I
Nice.
think I did 56 figures with accessories and then a lot of over 300 accessories.
Wow.
So should get pretty good action on them. And then I think I did some Toxic Crusader, some other stuff. I
Nice.
got a huge Ninja Turtles vehicle lot that I'm going to be putting up there too. I have so much stuff that's been piling up at my house over. I really just need to get rid of it all in huge lots.
That's kind of the way. I mean, I know it's good for anybody listening here. If you guys check out Josh's eBay, I'll give it a plug at the end of the video here, and I'll try to get it up this week in case you can get a late night snipe. But we always say that's the way to go if you're buying stuff too. Get it in bundles because you're usually going to find it better than face value in those. So.
Absolutely.
All right, what we got next? Now we got some funky ones here, which is a little. I thought these were. I didn't know what the hell this was when I bought a turtle lot. It was like half the sword. These carry along play sets. There's 3 of them. We have the
Yep.
katana, the sai, and the communicator. The communicator one I thought was pretty cool.
Absolutely. So the communicator came with the mini April. I believe it's the only set that does that.
They love
But it
getting rid
was
of the
kind of weird.
super shredder. I think this is like the 5th one I've seen them in the super shredder mini.
Yeah. So the Super Shredder and then like a movie 3
Hmm.
Don or Raph. I don't remember which one came with that. Wasn't it something weird like that?
Yeah, you are
Whatever.
correct.
Yeah. Didn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
Hmm.
And then that one came with Krang's blaster, and then the one that should have came with Krang's blaster, the one that comes to be the sword set, came with the movie 3 Scepter as a mini weapon, and it doesn't make any sense. I never got any kind. They mixed up those weapons somehow, and that's how they were released.
Yeah, yeah. These
Uh,
are.
those sets are cool too. They're junk for what they promoted them as, because like if you take that sword and hit anything with it or swing it, it's just blowing apart into a million pieces.
Pretty much. Did they ever have commercial? I'm gonna have to look this up on YouTube one more. Did you? I don't remember any commercials for any of these mini playsets. I'm sure there's one
There was
somewhere, but
definitely commercials for some mini playsets. I don't,
okay.
because I've seen one or two, I believe, but not any of these ones.
Okay. All right, now we're getting into this. I don't know if I would call these grails, but a big shout out again to TMNTToys.com. We brag about this site all the time, thanks to Dan. This is the best place, in my opinion, if you want to just go somewhere real quick to find what you're looking
This
for.
is for all your common knowledge.
Yeah.
Anything that, you know what I mean? If you just want the rundown, you don't, you know, he doesn't go deep into variants or anything like, but he gives you the full schmitty on the Ninja Turtle line, from everything from vintage to modern.
Yeah, and we've had him on the podcast, a hell of a guy too. I'm gonna go on a limb here. I don't know these too well, but I do know a good amount of turtle collecting. I'm gonna say these are kind of grail minis, these Mini Mutant Cyber Jets and Cyber Rovers. I've never seen these until today, actually. I never had either of these. These look pretty awesome.
So I've got the Cyber Jet here in front of me. I don't have all the pieces.
Oh man,
but I do have the box
awesome.
here with me. So these came in a huge box.
Wow.
So I'll just to show you what they were advertising here. This thing turns into, it says, the cyber jet that mutates into a multitude of mini mutant cyber vehicles. It says, the lightweight chopper is the perfect advanced assault craft. Top-mounted stabilizers extend the patrolling range and provide extra power. I mean, they were really going balls deep on this one.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's actually one of the lamer mini playsets because it's like a big, huge transformer that doesn't work right.
Ugh.
Like it's so big that it's janky. Now the Cyber Rover, which I used to have but I don't anymore, that one's actually pretty darn cool. It like has a little vehicle that shoots out of it and stuff. But the coolest part of this is you get variants.
Yes, look how cool those are. Yeah.
You get variants to the space figures. They're the same as the ones that come in Mikey's space set, but they have purple jumpsuits. You get a Leo and a Raph. And then in the Rover set, you get the silver ones. But very cool figures there. And like I said, the Cyberjet, for when it came out, yeah, it does. But it's also like really bulky and like not stable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you put it together, it doesn't stay together very well. I don't know if you remember, was it Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad figures that like all stuck together?
I remember
They
the
just
show.
they didn't go together very well. It's kind of like that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Like Centurions, like with the peg based stuff stay together, it doesn't work well. But anyway.
Yeah, I thought they were cool figures. Just from a first glance, I don't know the value
they're
of
awesome sets. But the Jet is the Rover is definitely the better of the sets.
Yeah.
So you're talking 500 plus.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
In the box more, obviously, but very sought after sets. Very hard to find minifigures. There's more people that collect the minifigures than sets. So a lot of times the minifigures are harder to find than the sets themselves.
Well, I'm going to say this too. Again, a lot of people nowadays who grew up with the set obviously are in their 30s, 40s, or 50s growing up with these. And like you just talked about, you're talking about storage and space. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea if somebody just wanted to collect all the minis because you can just keep right on a desk or wherever your workspace is.
You can fit all the U.S. release minifigures and vehicles inside the small golf ball cases. I have a picture somewhere on my Facebook to share it with you so you can put it on this post.
Yeah.
That's what I thought was coolest about it. You couldn't put all the play sets on,
right?
But you could take every figure and every vehicle, and they all fit in like the 5-shelf golf ball case with a glass door, and you could just hang them right there on your wall.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So that's how I used to do mine. And then I just had all the play sets in storage because they're just bulky.
Because we can see, as well, especially those Pizza War sets and stuff. No, I get you on that. We come to a funky figure now here with Splinter on the sticker. I thought this one was okay. The Mini Mutant Party Wagon playset.
Absolutely. So that one's really cool because it's kind of bigger, and I think it's done better than the others. Instead of just flipping open, it kind of flips out and spreads out. This one I always kind of compare to like, it's not as big, but like if you remember the Micro Machines RV,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
it
yeah,
kind of like spread open and it was
yeah.
cool like that. So, and this one's got like a sewer set and then like a gym set, and it's like everything you'd need to be a Ninja Turtle like for your daily life is on this play set. Very cool set. Lots of real cool actions on it and stuff. Lots of small pieces that are always gone. Like the bombs are always missing from this, the bomb launcher. There's like a little training dummy that's always missing.
Jeez.
Uh, yeah, awesome set though. Awesome set, and looks really cool as a van.
Mm-hmm.
They did this one is very well done on four-man function.
Now, I could be wrong, but wasn't there also, because I guess I used to get this one confused, that we covered in probably a previous episode on Spotify and YouTube. Wasn't there a Turtle Van figure that Splinter with like those vehicle ones too?
Yeah, that'd be the Road Ready
That's
Splinter.
right. Okay,
It's
yeah.
quite a bit smaller than this one.
Okay. And that one always kind of reminds you of something similar. All right, guys, we are whipping away. Now, it looks like here, even Dan, I guess, is stumped a little bit here on his website. He has sets 4 and 5 with question marks for the Mini Mutant
Okay.
Japanese sets. Do tell
Yeah, the
anything you know here.
Japanese, and this is where I'm gonna bring in. I kept this guy out. The Japanese came into some weird stuff with the Ninja Turtles. They kind of did their own times, and with the minis, they kind of took some liberties. So this one is a Ninja Turtles mini. It's a tank. So you get the Turtles T on the top, and then you get the Turtles license plate there on the back.
Oh, sick.
But this is a World War II Panzer IV German tank. It even says that on the bottom. I have no idea what it has to do with Ninja Turtles. uh, but there was like 6 of these released, and then there's Japanese like minifigure sets that came out, and then the Japanese metallic sets. So like there's a few of those numbered sets that there's little to no information on. Like, yes, are we sure they exist? Sure, but like these tanks and stuff, like I've seen just a handful of them in my whole collecting career, and then like on the card, even less. They're super cool. Uh, is there more of them in the Japanese market that I don't know about? Maybe, but I don't live there, so I have no idea. But we don't know everything about that set, and I think there's more information. I think somebody maybe put together those sets and got pictures of them, but I just maybe the website hasn't been updated. I can't really remember, but I definitely remember having the conversation about those missing sets. I
Dude.
think with John Coleman.
Yeah, probably the man who's behind one of an awesome book that's coming out later this year. Yeah, because again, it looks like Japanese does it better though. Because again, even these boxes, like here, you get 8 for the price of 1. There's one here. We're looking at Mutant Set 3 Leonardo, just 8. You get all the Leos, which is pretty wild.
You get all the Leos, and then in that set, so in the baseball set, you get for the U.S. release, you get Mikey, Raph, and Don. You don't get a Leo, so that Leo completes the set. And then the U.S. never got a U.S. release of Mini Movie Star Leo, and he's in that set, so that completes the set. So that in order to complete those sets of minifigures, like to have your 4 line up in a row, the 4 brothers, you have to buy that Japanese set.
Jeez.
Also, the bat that comes for the baseball player is a different color than the U.S. release.
Well, that's interesting.
One of the other weapons is a different color too.
Okay.
Maybe the swords are a little bit different colors.
Jeez, I'm even looking at the Japanese Mini Mutant military set. Again, you get 6 figures in this set.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they did it better. Let's see. Anything else we want to talk about here? Super Turtles, you get a whole bunch of stuff. That one's got, what, 2, 4, 6, 8,
Yeah.
11 figures plus the, like, mutant cycle vehicle.
Yep, absolutely. So those ones, you get the Saint, like one set comes with the Saint Turtle and the black, whatever,
Yeah.
Dragon Shredder, whatever he is.
Yeah.
And then one set comes with something else and the silver Dragon Shredder. So those are super cool sets. Those ones, just the figures alone, I think sell for $1 a piece.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Last I checked, those sets, you got to get them shipped from Japan. You can get them for like $200, just a little over $200, I think.
Jeez. Now this one is another one I've never seen. This one looks like this is something I may want to get one day. This Super Trailer. Are you familiar with this one? Of course you are. I'm talking to the
Yeah,
Turtle Toy guy.
I just sold that one recently. That was pretty awesome.
Oh, you had
Uh,
that one? Wow.
oh yeah,
Oh
that one
man.
also is much more like the RV set. Yeah, I sold that one when I bought my Caprice.
Oh, okay. God, it looks so clean. I mean, you get a vehicle inside the vehicle. How dope is that?
Yeah, it comes with, and that one comes with one of the Super Mutant Leos, and that one's actually a variant to the other Super Mutant. The armor's a different color. Oh yeah, and his weapon's a different color. So if you're a completist, you kind of have to buy that set.
Yeah, I would say so.
Uh,
Uh,
but that set's awesome. That's more like the RV set too. It's got like a garage for working on the turtle van and shit, and it's got like a little lift, a scissor lift. That set's awesome.
yeah, it's freaking.
And then like the cab of the van flips up, and it's got little guns and stuff up there. It's
Yeah,
kind of like a little spy hunter van type thing. It's awesome.
dude. Yeah, the box art again is just fantastic. Yeah, I'm just like digging this.
Absolutely.
Man, this is one. Yeah, if I yeah, it almost has like a play school kind of vibe, kind of feel. Not like cheap, man, but just like a premium. You know, nice colors, vibrant. Yeah, well done.
I
That's
think
it.
you can get that one loose. Just the trail, the truck and about $200.
That's
Like
not
I
too
said,
bad.
generally got to get a ship from Japan, but that one, so some find them for bestsellers.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I think we're coming to the main event here because these are the last four, if I'm not mistaken. Here we have the Mini Mutant Turtle in a Turtle playsets. I loved all four of these ones. I thought these were awesome.
Absolutely. So these were the four brothers in the stand-up turtle version. So they were like bigger than a standard turtle, smaller than a giant, obviously. And the whole playset opened up. The head opened up, the front shell opened up, the back shell opened up. There'd be different things on their forearms and on their leg. So Leo is a samurai. Mikey is a like cybernetic being, like and then Don is a military playset, and Raph is the sewer playset again, I believe. Yeah. So anyway, each one of these, the Don set comes with some exclusive military figures. It's a Leo and a Don that are both exclusive to that set. The The Raft set doesn't come with anything. The Cyber set doesn't come with anything. The Feudal set comes with like a movie 3 Raft. Maybe that's the only set you can get in. It's like Raft and Don. So those are awesome sets. Those are about probably 250 a piece, loose complete-ish. And those ones have so many small parts, like even more than the other sets.
Yeah.
So like those little vests that come with a Mikey Cyber set, those are probably 25 bucks a piece these days.
Yeah. How do you even know how to complete these figures, Josh? I mean, there's tons and tons of little pieces all over the
Oh
place here.
man, I went nuts when I was buying these. I bought to just buy them complete. Like I ended up buying two of them complete, I think. But I want to say it was the Mikey set. I think I bought like five or six of them to get all the parts I needed in varying stages of completeness. And then I still used the Mighty Fine Stuff site when it was still operational to buy a few pieces. That's a nuts set.
Yeah, those guys, I had all four of them, but they were more like bare bones just because I know I didn't have all the Michelangelo space pieces and stuff.
Each one of those has like a full sticker sheet too. Like they've got a bunch of stickers, and you had to put them on all yourself. So some of them look janky.
Jeez. Well, we'll slowly start bringing this episode in for a landing, but I do want to talk a little bonus for you real quick, because I think if we had to pick one miscellaneous thing from Turtle fandom here, it's got to be the sports balls. It's summertime. I always enjoy playing with these in the pool. So let's talk about I believe there's three sets. You have your four with the sports balls, you have the football, and the ultra rare ball that not many people know existed, which I know you had.
Yep.
So let's talk
Okay.
about those real quick.
So you got the four baseballs. These are kind of mad. The four baseballs are shaped like the Ninja Turtles. Those loose, you're $25 to $35 depending on what condition you like. And then you got the raft football.
That's a heavy ball, man. I injured my cousins when we were playing with that in the pool.
Oh,
That thing hits, man.
all these are dangerous weapons. If you beat somebody with them baseballs, dude, I'd rather get hit with a real baseball because they've got like sharp edges. You know what I mean? They're not round.
Yeah, they leave a mark. That's for sure.
The wrap football, yeah, if you inflate tight and then bean somebody with it, they would be in trouble. Like, that's one that would take out your liver. So anyway, the wrap football is probably $150, somewhere in that range. Maybe, I don't think it's quite up to 200. Yeah, I bet it's 100 to 150. And then you got the Leo soccer ball.
Yeah, I never even knew it existed until I joined a special group to talk to you guys.
Absolutely. Man, what did I sell that for? Was it $2,500?
It was a good buck. Yeah.
I sold it at the same time when I bought that car.
Yeah.
I think I sold it to a guy in Australia. I don't remember it was a lot, but I paid a lot for it. It wasn't that much. I don't know what the hell I sold it for, but it was enough. They're crazy rare. I've only seen a handful. I'll tell you what, Chris Fawcett has the prototype hand-painted resin hard copies of those. And they're hand-painted, and they're so beautiful. Like the 3D sculpt of that Leo coming off the soccer ball. It's amazing, dude. It's probably my favorite prototype that I've ever seen in the Ninja Turtle line.
They did such a good job with those two. Well, Josh, as always, it's been fun. Any other thoughts you got on these minis as we start bringing this one in for a landing?
The minis, as I tell everybody with everything, buy them. Unless you're one of those people that just loves piecing stuff together, but you're going to cost yourself money in the long run and heartache because there's just so many pieces to these sets. But like I said, there's a lot of collectors that just choose to collect the figures and the vehicles. I totally get that, and it makes for a really cool display. And then just, if you're going to collect them, good luck on some of them, because I remember searching for years for a couple of these sets.
Yeah.
And obviously, any of them are available if you're willing to spend enough money. But I was never that collector. I'm not a deep pockets collector. I was always a shoestring budget collector. So I was pretty blessed to get into Ninja Turtles when I did.
Yeah.
I'd hate to be starting today.
We say it all the time. Another friend on here, Bob's World, said the same thing. The only reason you can't see it here in our recording because the video at Discord, but all those NECA toys, I got lucky because a dude in Schaumburg earlier this year was like, look, I'm looking to get rid of all of them. Found them on eBay, free shipping, obviously, because I did a pickup. Otherwise, it's almost impossible now to collect. When you talk about the value alone of what these go for, and shipping, again, depending on where you're getting these from, there's always shipping, and some eBayers like to nickel and dime me. I still try to write some guys like, I'm not going to say, hey, asshole, how the hell are you charging $20 to ship? It's just like, it's a little figure. There's no way you should be charging that much unless you already have your insurance covered.
The way I always figure it out is, okay, I charge people. So I live just over a mile from the post office.
Okay.
And I'm not technologically savvy, like I've told you many times.
Yeah.
I don't print out labels. I wish I could.
Okay.
No. So I charge you for whatever the postage is, and then I charge you 50 cents for whatever bubble mailer or box I'm putting it in, because I always use new, unless it's a nice used one, because we all know about nice used boxes.
Got that right.
Yeah, I charge 50 cents for the box, and that 50 cents also covers whatever my time. So I charge you 50 cents more than whatever postage cost exactly. That's how I always figure my shipping number. If you're doing more than that,
it's kind of.
You shouldn't be making your money off shipping.
That's exactly.
It's a dick move. Just charge a couple bucks more for your figure if you need to make that much money.
It's the ultimate disgrace, because you just see it as clear as day. It's like, look, 99
and if you ship a lot of figures and you know what it costs to ship something, it's like when you see a mint on card figure and they want $25 for shipping. And it's like, are you fucking mailing it to me in a safe?
That's kind of it's kind of the way I view it. And it's like, you'll see the low starting bid, you get goo gaga over the price, and it's like, oh, One of those
Look,
fellas. Okay.
and I'm totally like $15 makes sense. That's how much it
Yeah.
costs.
Right.
But that
Exactly.
extra 10.
Yeah. It's especially nowadays. We know shipping's gone up a lot, but still, it's a little eccentric. Now, you just brought up, you're kind of like a hustler in regards to when you were really hardcore collecting these. It's summertime right now. I was riding my bike earlier this week, seeing a lot of garage sales, but not so many turtle toys. So again, time is the one thing you can't get back. Do you still recommend just going to grandma's garage sale, or do you ever look on like Craigslist for rummage sales? Yeah, I'm curious how you want to do this, because
I'm almost 100% eBay myself.
okay.
Just because it takes the BS out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it sounds crazy, and a lot of people don't. All my buying and selling on eBay, and for multiple years I've posted 10 to 15,000 in sales just on stuff I bought on eBay, whatever. And that's just a little extra, whatever, to make money back so I can figure whatever, just put it in the bank account. It's nuts that people don't believe it, or it's mostly people who aren't willing to do the work. Like I said earlier, there's times when I used to search eBay 20 times a day. When I was full blown into this and doing, 40,000 a year in sales. But I don't know, I think I'm past that point as a collector. It doesn't do enough for me to, keep making a dollar here and a dollar there.
That's going to do it for us, guys, on shellanomics here. Be sure to check out Josh's eBay name Melchert's guide. He's got a lot of good stuff up now. We were, again, recording this in early August. We do hope to have Josh back on the air probably sometime in late August 2025. We'd love to talk about the Technodrome, the Turtles Lair play set, all the vehicles. Still so much more to dive into this Ninja Turtle toyverse. We appreciate you guys checking us out on YouTube and Spotify. Be sure to give us a like and comment below, and share with your friends. And feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to get back at you. We always love talking turtles and making more friends here. So until next time, like Josh always says, collect them all. Peace out.